Everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey and I'm going to be doing the reading for you today. It is a general message, so you can take it as it resonates. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. For those of you not familiar with me or my channel, I do use profanity and talk about adult things. So if that is not your thing, or if you have children around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of language, respectfully, I always give you the opportunity to sign off now. Okay? I'm going to share this out to my Facebook family really quickly so that they know that I'm live. I wouldn't want them to miss it. They get so upset. And then we're going to get right into it. I'm going to be using my Chakra Insight Oracle cards. I'm also going to be using my Sacred Rebels Oracle, and then I'm going to do what to expect, some insights with my Barbarari Tarot. All right, post it to Divine Rebel. Here we go. Share it to the Ascension team. If you guys ever want the links to the Ascension team or the Greater Holistic Community that I do on Facebook, all the links and stuff where you can find me are always in the description. All right, so let's get started, shall we? What is the universe focused on in our healing right now? If you're catching this in divine time, what is the universe focusing on in your healing right now? What is the universe focusing on in your healing right now? Is there more in here? Yeah, I have a feeling. Okay. I think there's still more. A lot of focus. Where is it? There we go. I'm going to take that one. All right. Oh, we're going to take that one too. All right. Well, I know this. Main focuses, and you'll see with the cards, we're big time focusing on the root chakra and the third eye chakra. Okay. We got 3 third eye cards. 3. All right, guys. So let's just focus on these cards real quick. Let's focus on our third eye real quick. All right. Dreams, seeing, and the mind. Keywords on these cards. We have messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. Perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity. Openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. All right. Our third eye. Our third eye. When we have a feeling things are going to unfold a certain way, it's because they are. If you don't like the way that looks, we can always take actions or recenter ourselves and trust that there's a better way, okay, in order to not have something we don't like from happening. If there is absolutely no way to avoid it, you have to recenter. This is grounding. This is root chakra. And truly trust that everything is working out as it's supposed to in divine time for a good reason, because the universe does not make mistakes. It doesn't make mistakes. If you're seeing something in your mind's eye, if you're being given that perspective, there's a good reason for it. Now, everything that we think we see is going to happen doesn't always happen. That's because our fears are interfering with the mind, okay? Our fears are interfering with the mind. There's a difference between what we intuitively sense and what we're afraid of happening, okay? There's a difference between what we intuitively sense with our mind's eye and what we're afraid of happening. Now, if you're afraid of something happening, what you fear appears, right? Because our thoughts are powerful and they manifest. So don't go there. Don't go there. Don't focus on what you could see with your 2 eyes. Focus on what you intuitively know is what you're seeing, okay? Is what you're seeing. That's your clarity and knowledge, the truth within yourself. All right, that's your higher perspective. I could feel people. I could feel people. Okay, listen. Because, okay, I'm getting this question of, well, sometimes what I'm afraid is going to happen is what happens. Yeah, because you intuitively sense it's coming. All right, but we can create things with our mind that are not necessary. All right, sometimes we take actions from an ungrounded state where we're not trusting, and we can create what's like a ball rolling, like a snowball effect. All right, because when we're afraid of something happening, we try and avoid it, and when we try and avoid it is usually what manifests it happening. I shit you not, okay? If you're getting messages in dream state, or you find yourself daydreaming a lot about something, because dreams and daydreams aren't that far apart. Daydreams are consciously what we want to see manifest. That's what we want to see manifest. The problem is we don't always see how it could manifest, which is why it's just a daydream. And we tell ourselves it's not possible, it couldn't happen, or whatever. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. If that's the truth, then that's the truth. You know, if that's what you want to manifest in this life, you really do kind of have to trust that it's going to happen that way. You really do have to recenter yourself. A lot of the time when we can't see an outcome happening, even if we want it to happen, it's because we're getting in our own way. We're allowing other people's energies to get in our way. You have to be almost selfish with your energy and what you're doing with your time, loving yourself at 100%, right? Like, I'm going to make a very distinguishable difference right now for people, okay? Because if you look up the definition of self-love, the first word is narcissist. I'm a self-love coach, okay? And essentially, what I'm teaching people is that it's okay to be a narcissist. It's okay to be in love with yourself and what you're doing and what you're creating in this life. It is not okay to be abusive, okay? If a narcissist who only cares about themselves is abusive, verbally abusive, physically abusive, mentally or psychologically abusive, that is more than just narcissism. That entails self-loathing, that entails projection outwards. Okay, it's different. I would be considered a narcissist, but the way that I project that outwards is from a state of love. I care about other people. It's what I do. I want to see them love themselves, okay? So be aware that narcissism, by definition, is self-love. It's the projection that we have given narcissists because we want other people to fill our cup where we don't fill it ourselves. That gets us in trouble. Okay. The whole point of this journey is to learn how to love yourself completely. So if you see that other people are interfering with your joy, with your creativity, with your happiness, that you can't be honest with them, right? If you can't be honest with someone about your truth, then you're not loving yourself at 100%. You're not grounded in your energy or trusting that your truth is good enough and setting you on the right course. What you're seeing is a perspective that is closed. It's not clear. It's not flexible. All right? Because when we think, we want what we want, but it's not truly in alignment and it shakes us off our footing, we're not loving ourselves at 100. And we're not giving that energy, that ripple back to the collective at 100. Because when you truly do trust and have faith, root chakra work, that your truth sets you free, that what you're seeing and what you're dreaming and what you're thinking about is meant for you, when you stop letting other people get in the way of it, is when you can create it. Which means you first must get out of your own way because you put other people before yourself. All right? It's okay. I'm completely selfish when it comes to my work and helping people. I could be a narcissist and not beat anybody up. I cannot curse anybody out. I cannot play mind games. I could be honest with people, okay? So let's start to shift perspective, right? Let's start to shift perspective in how we see things, our knowledge about things. Let's start seeing things clearly for the truth that it is, and start allowing ourselves to ground solid in our own energy and trust the process. And truly trust the process. Your soul is pulled and driven in a direction for a reason, and the only thing getting in your way is you and your allowance of other people to take you from your own energy. Okay? The last card is the heart chakra card, and it's connection. And this has a lot to do with it. We are all one. We are all one. So when you are in 100% of your self-love, and your self-love is beautiful, right? What you create when you are in full love of self is beautiful. Divine confirmation from the universe. It's beautiful. When we distract ourselves with a micro detail of our lives, this small little system of people, and we make them so important that they're more important than ourselves, we lose the soul spark. It was 11:11. We lose the soul spark that the collective can benefit from. That the collective can benefit from. That's Jesse. Jasper's being good right now. Jesse's freaking out. So, with that said, I'm going to pull a Sacred Rebel Oracle card to give us some further clarity on this particular guidance, because this is truly about seeing your greater vision from a soul standpoint, and allowing yourself to create it in full trust that when you do as you're guided from within, right? Headspace and heart space are both checking off on it. No, it doesn't feel good, then we're not doing it. No, it doesn't make sense, then we're not doing it. If your fears are getting in the way, pull your fears out of your mind. Take them out and put them over there for a second. Take your ego and your fear out of it and put it over there for a second. Is this in my highest good to do that? You'll get an answer real quick. You'll intuitively pick it up in your mind's eye. I ask Archangel Michael all the time. Take my ego out of it and put it over there. Is this in my highest good right now? And I will get a clear answer. And it will confirm in my heart space. Yep, see? And I'll just do that. You know what I mean? I'll just do that in full trust, right? In full trust. I'll ground my energy and be in full trust that it's working out for everyone, whether I see how that's happening or not. It's still the truth and clarity. It resonated on both levels. And so I'm just going to continue with that vibration. All right. The truth sets you free. The truth sets you free. The throat chakra is like the creative central. It's like the manifestation hub. You know, what we create with our hands are in alignment with our throat chakras. That's why what we cook, what we write, what we play, what we make, everything, it all has to do with the throat chakra. Okay, it all has to do with the throat chakra. When we read cards, it's manifesting. It has to do with the throat chakra. All right, so let your truth speak, because it creates, and it creates beautiful things. It can create your dreams. When you stop looking at all of the limits, of the reality, and start really truly seeing the future of your dreams manifesting, even if you don't know how that's possible yet. Sometimes the universe is like, yes, 1,000 steps away, but if you could just trust this step, I'll get you to the next one. Trust me, your authentic self, your truth within, is super important for the collective. Super important. So if you need to ground and recenter your energy in order to focus and realign with self in order to do that, then do that. All right, Sacred Rebel Oracle. What cards, all other cards, Spirit, are in the highest good to receive with this message at this time for those who would catch this in divine alignment, right? Which is divine time. Divine alignment. Who needs to receive what message? Here we go. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Shock of the new and legacy of light. This is what it's all about. This is your soul song. This is your authentic self, radiating from your crown, being able to see things from two perspectives, whether it's blue or brown. Letting your throat chakra, from a balanced state of masculine and feminine energy within, crystallize in the highest and create in the 3D. Because when you do that, You create a legacy of light. This is your wisdom from the inner child, the divine trust within the self, the soul song, the reason why you're here. With the wisdom of experience, no matter how old you are, you've experienced a hell of a lot, have you not? And you're wise, you know when you take the focus off of yourself and what you're creating that you get distracted. And it doesn't necessarily feel good. We go through those big fuck you stick moments with the universe. It's time to manifest better. It's time to manifest better. This is your heart space and your head space manifesting. Between your head space and your heart space is your throat chakra. The truth within yourself sets you free. It sets you free. Really, we got the 6 and the 7. I love it. 13, right? 6 and 7 is 13. That's transformation. That's transformation energy. If you were to take this guidance, right? I'm going to use my Barbary Tarot. If you were to take this guidance in the now moment and accept it as the truth for yourself, that you can create anything in the highest good of all when you truly do love yourself at 100%. You speak your truth. Not in fear state, right? Because the root chakra, the base chakra, when we heal it, is to get rid of fear state and be in complete trust. Be in complete trust of the soul fire burning up from within us, okay? What can you expect to manifest in the reality as everything starts to shift? Okay, as everything starts to shift, because when you're in 100% self-love, you're also helping others manifest a state of self-love. You are, because your energetic state ripples. If you're not loving yourself at 100, you're surrounding yourself with other people that are not at 100. Or if you are around somebody who's narcissistic and you're not, you're going to end up hurt, because you're going to be doomed to face the percentages of yourself that you have not healed yet, that you have not put first yet. When you deal with a narcissist, whether they're abusive or they're like me, when you are dealing with someone who loves themselves 100%, the only thing they can do is teach you where your lack of 100% of self is. They're only going to reflect that back to you. A narcissist that's abusive, it's not going to feel good. Someone like me who is a narcissist in their light is going to teach you through messages in divine light. Okay? You can do this. Okay? You can do this. You can be a narcissist and love yourself and not be an abusive piece of shit. Right? You can do that. All right? You can do that. You can love yourself at 100, and you can speak your truth in a very loving way that other people can receive in their own time when they reflect on it, when they're ready to reflect on it. People that are in pain state and want to feel pain will feel their pain. It will come out of them and it will reflect. And that's when you have to stand in your strength and remember that their healing is not your job. It's not your job to make them feel better. It's their job to make them feel better. It's their job to heal themselves, just like it was your job to heal yourself. It's their job to get to 100% self-love, to create that ripple, that collective ripple, right, from where they stand in their experience with every other body on this planet, no different than it was for you. I had a big post out there this morning, and I posted it in the community, on the channel, the community post. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Understanding energy from the time that you were brought into this world and how it's been created ever since. It's been creating your experience and your energy ever since. Your quote-unquote program, right? So what can you expect with the Barbary Tarot? What can you expect to unfold in the 3D as you come into 100% self-love state? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I fucking love the universe. Let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you how much I love the universe. We get the 9 of Coins, which is about being independent and financially stable. That you don't need anybody to take care of you. And with the 8 of Coins in the reverse, it's effortless. When you release the structure of the program where you're working really hard and blah, 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 and you have expectations on you and whatever, you become independent. and financially sound without a ton of effort. You don't have to live and work to death until you die. It becomes free flowing. When you're in 100% self love, love and money resonate both at the heart chakra. It's the same frequency. So if you're in 100% self love and can maintain it, not sacrifice not 1% of your truth, not 1% of your joy and feel good state, you manifest money in all of its forms from all directions effortlessly. The universe takes care of you every time. It's not hard work. It's not hard work. We get the judgment card, flying like a bat out of hell. This is the awakening. This is when you free your soul of darkness and realize that you can fly. This is the resurrection of the self. You lose your shadow. You lose the parts of yourself that are not aligned with love of self. Because our bodies, our souls, and our experience, we create them from within. We say, okay, well, I'm only loving myself at 20% because I give 80% of myself to other people, and I'm not happy, but at least they're happy. Are they really? Or are you trying so hard to make them happy because it's impossible to make them happy because they're just simply not choosing to love themselves at 100? You got to choose to love yourself at 100 first. Sometimes that means letting people go for now. Sometimes that means letting them heal on their own accord, because it's not your job to heal them, it's your job to heal yourself. Their experience with you, watching how you heal yourself, watching how you left and thrived, will teach them how to do the same thing. Will teach them how to do the same thing. We get the Page of Coin and the High Priestess. This is about tangible offers coming in that you can't see, but you know they're coming. You know, like you know, like you know, because it resonates at such a deep level that you're on the right track. You're on the right track. You're going to know that you're manifesting everything. You're manifesting your independence. You're manifesting financial stability. You're manifesting abundance and prosperity in the highest effortlessly. Money comes in all forms and from all directions. All forms and all directions. You will always have enough. You will always have what you need. And when you continue in that self-love vibration at 100%, you will continue to create plenty. Your cup will overfloweth because you filled your own cup. Your energy will overflow to other people and teach them how to fill their own cup, much like I'm teaching you. Much like you're learning every time you tune in and love yourself enough to get guidance, whether it's from me or any other reader that you're resonating with. Any other healer that you resonate with. You are always in a state of discernment, learning how to love yourself more. How to walk away from things that drain your energy. If you're loving yourself at 100, you do not get energetically drained. You will naturally get tired because you're human, but you won't leave a conversation or leave an experience after being well rested and be like, God, I'm so freaking tired now. Or my head hurts. Or I feel like I can't breathe. Because it was draining. Because it was draining. And some people are happy alone. Some people are happy alone. That's their self-love state and where they are right now. You've got to know and trust that your awakening is coming of your own accord. It's okay to be alone. God knows I'm happy alone right now. Truly. Truly. And the people that have crossed my path, I mean, God knows, I've had gentlemen cross my path. Some of them are very nice, that want to be there to take care of me, but I know that there's an energy exchange I'm not willing to give right now. I'm not willing to give it right now. I'm so focused on my work and what I do for my collective soul family. I'm not interested in the distraction. So they're either doing it with me and adding to my joy because they're also in alignment with that joy when they're in their own self-love state of 100, or they're not. Or they're not. And I'm not letting anything take me from it. You know, so you have to be really selfish with your energy and treat your energy as sacred. Your energy is sacred. If someone is taking you out of your peace, then they're too expensive energetically. If someone is taking you out of your peace, if they are taking you out of your joy, if they are distracting you from loving yourself more, then energetically they're too expensive. They're too expensive. They're not loving themselves at 100%, and they're trying to fill the holes with you. They're trying to fill the holes with you. This is why I have cut many people out of my life. It is not my job to fill anybody's hole. I go live and I coach and I do readings and I do meditations and PM or whatever it is that I do. I talk about crystals and astrology because that's me loving myself at 100. And it ripples. And it ripples. But if I had a boyfriend who was needy, or if I was hanging out with my friends all the time who are complaining about their life all the time, I would be drained, and I would be tired, and I would not be in the mood or a good energetic state to do what I love, which is being here for you guys when I'm guided to, which is being there for my friends when they say, hey, Grace, I had this idea. Or, hey, Grace, this is what I wrote. Can I bounce it off of you? Hey, Grace, look at this post. You'd love it. Hey, Grace, you mind doing this with me? Abso-fucking-lutely, I would. That sounds awesome right now. You got to learn to love yourself at 100 and stop letting people pinch and bite at your energy. It's like piranhas of energy. They're just eating at your energy. Like, let that nice, bright, white light surround you. Call on Archangel Michael to protect your sacred energy. Call on Archangel Uriel to make it super fucking bright. And let yourself ripple at 100%. Because that is what helps the collective heal. And that is why we're all here. We're all here. It's why we're all here. Learning how to love and heal our energy in the highest to create something new, a legacy of light, where our shadows, where our holes do not exist. Because if everybody on this planet was manifesting at 100%, nobody would need anything. Nobody would be taking and grabbing and stealing other people's energy. Fill my hole, fill my void. Everybody would be at 100%. So I'm staying at 100% because I want to continue to be that 100% ripple for everyone. And no one's going to take my sacred energy and drain it from me. And I want everybody to learn the same thing because you know what? I'm the happiest I've ever been. All of my needs are always met. I have a soul family who is absolutely amazing. My biological family, they had to go. They did not understand love of self at 100%. Very unhappy. And they wanted me to fit in a box that I did not authentically fit in. That was not my truth. No, that is not what I'm meant to do. That is not where I'm meant to be. It's not what I want. It doesn't make me happy. It doesn't bring me joy. They said, yeah, but money is important. You should get a really good job and make money. Yeah, but money can't buy you happiness. Money buys you experience. And experience teaches you how to get back in touch with your authentic inner child. But happiness can't buy you those lessons. 100% ripple of self can. So all of my needs are met. Am I a millionaire today? No. But I bet your ass if I continue in self-love at 100% for a long time, I might just find myself in a place like that. Opening up like a nice little retreat card called You Are Found, where people can just come and reset and not be judged or criticized by the world and truly just live in peace. Their own peace. Because that's what I really want. I truly do want a place where people can go and reset their energy and connect with nature and live without polluting Gaia. Really, poor Gaia. She gets so much crap because we're not at 100% self-love. So we all have goals. Now, I don't know how I'm going to reach that dream, but I trust if I have that dream, then it must be a part of my path. Then it must be a part of my path. I've always dreamed of seeing the world heal, so it must be a part of my path. And the only way to see it is to visualize it, keep my energy grounded, speak my truth, and without fear, stay connected. And without fear, stay connected to my 100% self-love. And everybody could do that too. And everybody could do that too. This is your legacy. Your life here. Your life here is your legacy. And we can give our legacy to other people who have voids that we cannot fill. Or we can give it to ourselves and fill our own voids and teach others how to do that. And teach others how to do that. That's your soul song, blaring out authenticity, truth within, crystalline form. It's beautiful. Your truth creates beauty. It creates beauty. Your truth is your self-love at 100%. And it creates abundance and freedom effortlessly. It creates this reawakening. The Judgment card is the awakening, the resurrection of the self that feels dead inside and making it complete and whole again so it can fly. So you can soar. So that the universe can give you what you have coming to you. So that you can be protected in your light. And you know it. And you know it, the High Priestess. So follow your inner guidance always. Don't let your fears talk you out of things that you know resonate with your soul. Don't let your mind tell you it's impossible, because it's only impossible if you believe it is. Everything is possible. Impossible is I'm possible. It's not impossible, it's I'm possible. Everything's possible when you love yourself at 100%. When you can speak your truth in a loving way that others can appreciate and respect, even if it's in hindsight. Even if it's in hindsight. People who are not living in the truth do not like to hear the truth in other people when it keeps them from taking your energy, because they're filling a void. So just relax in your truth. Trust they're going to be okay. Trust. Trust. They will be okay. In this realm or the next. They will be okay. You simply just have to do what's in your highest good at all times. And create the best through your ascended energy, 333. Create the best for yourself, and you will teach others how to create the best for themselves, how to love life, how to love experience at 100. You will be the best teacher that anyone could have asked for. You will be the best teacher that anyone could have asked for. So continue to shine your light super bright and create that legacy. Create that legacy for yourself. That when you look back at your life, you don't have any regrets. Because it felt really good to be yourself and love yourself and create and help other people learn from you through experience, just that. And that is the message in Divine Time. So until next time, guys, love each other, and most importantly, love yourself. Bye.